All right. Hey everybody. Um, so today we're going to be trying out the Fractal plus the SMA crossover strategy. Um, what that means is we're trying this out on PocketOptions. I'm going to add the Fractal uh, 3 indicator plus 2 moving averages. One of them will be set up for a period of 7. And the other one will be set up for a period of 3. And what we're really looking for is for the white to cross over either up or down, and for the fractal to print. And so that's basically it. It's a pretty simple strategy. So let's give it a try and see what we can do. Um, the important thing to note here, so again, the platform is PocketOptions. It's for Forex. I'm trading Forex here. And key thing here is I'm doing the OTC, right? So over the counter market, which is a little bit different. It's not the real market. It's not the live market. So it's the over the counter, meaning it's 24/7. There's no market hours, which can make it a little bit tricky because it can be how should I say it? It doesn't necessarily follow the real prices. It's simulated by PocketOptions, and so it can be a little bit unpredictable, right? From the normal markets. So um, essentially, what that means is PocketOptions is my counterpart on every trade. So if I win, they lose. If I lose, they win. So some people don't like that because it does create kind of a sense that it can be manipulated, but nonetheless, we're going to give it a try and kind of see what we get. So let's do this. I'm trading currency pairs. I'm looking for a high payout here. 92% is the highest. And what I'm looking for is a cross towards the direction of the trend, right? So let's see. Okay, so clearly this is a downtrend here. We'll see if this crosses over. And if it does, we'll take a trade. Uh, the time frame I'm using is 1 minute, and the trade time is also 1 minute. I'll start small and then double the trade with each win. Okay. Okay. That looks like it's heading the wrong direction, so we'll pass that. All right, this looks interesting. Although the trend here is moving down, this is not recommended to trade against the trend, but we'll see. We'll just give it a try for fun. So you see there's a fractal printed at the bottom, and as soon as this candle confirms and the crossover remains, I will enter the trade at the beginning of the next candle. So let's wait for 48 seconds, see what happens, and then we'll enter the trade. This is not going the right direction. So let's see, we still have some time. Let's see if it keeps the crossover here. Notice the cross means the white line is crossing with the yellow line, and it should keep moving upward. So I will enter this. Oof. And let's see what happens. it's important to enter the trade only when you see the fractal. So if you notice the fractal is pointing downwards and the cross happens upwards, so they do have to be inverse. Here the fractal is pointing upwards, the cross is downwards, right? That's really important, and always wait for the fractal to print. And looks like we're going to win this one. 8 seconds left. All right, fantastic. So I'm going to double it for the next one, and let's look for a different pair. This looks interesting. Again, we want to trade with the trend. This is looking good. As you guys can see, the trend is upwards. And so if this does close above, I will enter this trade. Now let's see if the lower SMA crosses with the upper one. Notice there's no cross yet, so I may wait for the next candle. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, so I will wait. If this one closes up as well, then I will enter the trade. Let's add a little bit of background. Okay, it's looking good. Let's give it a couple more seconds and then we will trade this. 2, 1. Alright, let's see which direction this goes. There is a bit of a rejection happening, but we still have some time. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's good. Okay, I think this is a win. Alright, fantastic. Let's look for the next one. It was a risky one. I'm not sure, this trend is kind of sideways, but we do have a support level here. Pretty strong one, so I'll go for it if this closes above. Notice the stochastic oscillator is also showing oversold, so and it's crossing over, so that's a good sign. Let's go ahead and enter this one. Again, remember, we're going to enter on the next candle, not this one. Oh, never mind. It reversed. Notice these guys did not cross over, so I'm not going to enter this trade. Let's look for a different one. Okay, this is an interesting one. I kind of missed it. I should have entered it on this one, but this is, again, a risky one because the trend is clearly bearish. And so entering a bullish trade is not a recommended thing. Trade the trend is your friend. Remember that term. If possible at all, do not trade against the trend. If the trend is going upwards, then try to find buy opportunities. If the trend is bearish, then try to find sell opportunities. It will dramatically increase your chance of winning. See here as well, it almost crossed over, but it did not. And yet sometimes it'll take time to find the trade. You kind of have to keep scrolling through them until you find a good opportunity here. This is one that I might enter if it stays bearish here. The challenge is that if you look at the candles, it's kind of like all over the place. There's no continuation, right? They're not kind of all red or all green. It's kind of a green, red, but nonetheless, we'll give this a shot if it stays like this. All right, perfect. Let's see it pull back a little bit. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's see if it'll continue down. That was a close one, but we won that one as well. All right, let's find one more opportunity here. I'm glad we didn't enter this one because it just kind of crossed over and reversed. So we'll go ahead and delete this. This might be an opportunity. So if this closes above with a cross and a fractal prints pointing downward, I will enter this trade. This is a risky one. I'm not going to enter it, although this is good timing right when the fractal printed, but this is too close. That doesn't really show me a crossover. Yep. That's okay, we'll wait for another one. And this is what a lot of trading is. It's actually better just to sit on your hands instead of entering, trades prematurely. You'll lose more money than win. That's kind of, patience is a key skill here in trading. For some people it's too boring, for some people it's not as difficult, but it's important to remember that patience is key. So this might be a great opportunity here. This wick means it's a rejection. So this is the wick, this is the body of the candle, and this whole thing is called a candle, right? That's kind of what they're called. And so this means that the candle actually went up here and got rejected. So sellers came in and pushed it down. And so I'm going to enter this because I think there's a lot of downward momentum. You see we have the crossover here, we've got the fractal that just printed towards the upside, and it's pretty good timing. And also on the stochastic oscillator, this thing shows if a pair is overbought or oversold. And so if it's above this 80 range or somewhere there, that means it's overbought, which means there's a higher chance that sellers will come in. If it's kind of below the 20, that means it's oversold. So that means it's time for the buyers to come in and push it up. And so you can see here it's in the oversold area. Buyers came in, pushed it up, and now it's in the overbought area. And so hopefully the sellers will do what they do and push it down. Oof, it's really hopping around. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that was close. Yep, and we won. That's about it, guys, for today. Feel free to comment, add any questions, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Take care.